Let's do a few examples about some beginning math facts. So, if 2x minus 3 is equal to 4, what is the value of 4 to the power of x over 8 to the power of y? So, let's remember some of the information before solving this question. So, for example, we can write 4 as 2 to the power of 2 because we know that 4 is equal to 2 multiplied by itself 2 times. 2 multiplied by itself 2 times is 4. And we can also write 8 as 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 to the power of 3. Because when you multiply 2 by itself 3 times, you're going to get 8. Alright. 8 to the power of m, and this whole thing to the power of n, is equal to 8 to the power of m times n. For example, 2 to the power of 5 to the power of 7. We can rewrite this expression as 2 to the power of 35. We can multiply 5 by 7 and we get 2 to the power of 35. Another information that we need is x to the power of m over x to the power of n is equal to x to the power of n minus n. When we have two exponents and when they have the same base and when we divide them, we just subtract the powers. So x to the power of m over x to the power of n is going to be equal to x to the power of m minus n. So for example, 7 to the power of 15 over 7 to the power of 7 is going to be equal to 7 to the power of 15 minus 7, which is 7 to the power of 8. So these are some facts that we are going to use to solve this example. Alright, so let's start solving this example. We know that 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So we are going to find the value of 4 to the power of x over 8 to the power of y. So instead of 4 to the power of x, we can write 2 to the power of 2, 2 squared, to the power of x, and we can multiply these two numbers. We see it here. 8 to the power of m to the power of n is equal to 8 to the power of m times n. So this is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 2x. We just multiply these two. So 8 to the power of y is equal to 8 is 2 to the power of 3 and to the power of y. So this is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 3y. So 4 to the power of x over 8 to the power of y is equal to, this is 2 to the power of 2x over, and this is 2 to the power of 3y. So we have the same basis as you see. When we have the same basis, we just subtract the powers. So this is going to be 2 to the power of 2x minus 3y, 2x minus 3y. And this is actually given. 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So this is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 4. We just substitute this with 4. So 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. 2 to the power of 4, so that means we multiply 2 by itself 4 times, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So finally we get the answer 16. This is our answer. Alright, so let's do the second example. If 5 to the power of k plus 1 minus 5 to the power of k is equal to m, what is 5 to the power of k plus 2 in terms of m? So before starting, let me give you the information that we need to solve this example. So the first one, a to the power of x times a to the power of y is going to be equal to a to the power of x plus y. When we have the same base, as you see, a and a, the same base, and when we multiply these two, we just need to add the powers. We just need to add the powers. So, for example, if you have like 2 to the power of 15 times 2 to the power of 7, you can just write 2 to the power of, because the bases are the same, so 15 plus 7, which is 2 to the power of 22. Another example, when you multiply a number by 1, you get that number itself. So for example, 1 times x is going to be equal to x. Or you can write a number as, for example, you can write a as a times 1. When you multiply a number by 1, the result does not change. So the third thing, let's say that we have ax minus bx. We can take the common factor out here. So the common factor is x. We can take x out here, and we are going to get x times, in brackets, a minus b. Or if you just distribute x over a minus b, you are going to get xa, which is ax, the same, minus xb, which is bx. Okay, so let's solve this example. As you see, we have 5 to the power of k plus 1 minus 5 to the power of k, and I can write 5 to the power of k as 5 to the power of k times 1. Because when you multiply a number by 1, the result does not change. And I can write 5 to the power of k plus 1 as 5 to the power of k times 5 to the power of 1. Because as you see, we have the same basis, 5 and 5. When we multiply, we just add the powers. So k plus 1, as you see, we got 5 to the power of k plus 1. So let's rewrite this example. 5 to the power of k plus 1 minus 5 to the power of k is equal to, instead of this, I'm going to write 5 to the power of k times 5 to the power of 1 minus, instead of 5 to the power of k, I'm going to write 5 to the power of k times 1. So as you see, I have a common factor here, 5 to the power of k and 5 to the power of k. I can take that out, 5 to the power of k out, and I'm going to be left with 5 to the power of 1 minus 1. So this is going to be equal to 5 to the power of k times 5 to the power of 1 is 5 minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So I got 5 to the power of k times 4. Alright, so the question is 5 to the power of k plus 2 in terms of m. So this is equal to m actually. 5 to the power of k times 4 is equal to m. Alright, so I can write 5 to the power of k plus 2 as 5 to the power of k times 5 to the power of 2, which is 5 to the power of k times 25. And here I can replace 5 to the power of k with m over 4. Because you see, 5 to the power of k times 4 is equal to m. So I can write here 5 to the power of k is equal to m over 4. So here, if I replace 5 to the power of k with m over 4 times 25. So finally, the answer is going to be 25 over 4m. So 25 over 4m is 5 to the power of k plus 2. This is our answer.